Gonna give this another try. We're gonna be making the windshield from the IED curriculum. This is the initial sketch we're gonna create. I'm gonna start mine on the origin, which I always suggest to my students. And so we have the app stream working here. So we've got the first one. We're gonna make the line across the bottom of 3.04. Something that often escapes students is that this is actually an arc. These are 3 arcs that are put together, 1, 2, and 3. The radius is 6 on this one and on this one, so they look a little flatter. So we're going to do our .04 line. So from here, we're going to use our arcs. There, I'm going to eyeball this based on where this is going. I'm gonna eyeball it at first. Make this arc. I know the radius is 6. So I think it ends up somewhere around there. And I can go ahead and type in that radius of 6. It's green for now, but we'll get to that. I'm going to do another arc from here to almost back to the y-axis. And then the third arc, start here at the origin, go back up to that endpoint right there. And that radius was also 6. All right, now we got to create the dimensions as they're supposed to be. So some dimensions that we're aware of are this radius. So we'll do this one right here. The distance, the vertical distance from this point to this point of 0.64. So that's from that point to that point. 0.64. The horizontal distance from this point to this point is 3.01. So we just start filling in those dimensions. Horizontal distance from this point to this point, 2.55. Let's see. The vertical distance from the top to the bottom is 1 inch. The radius of that middle arc is 0.4. And I've got a fully constrained windshield. Now, when I get to this point, you'll notice at the bottom, or as you scroll along, it actually needs you to delete 2 of these dimensions and add a couple of tangent constraints. And so the reason is so that when we go to make fillets on the edges, it sees that as one continuous edge. So we're going to delete these 2 constraints, these dimensional constraints, and we're going to add 2 tangent constraints. So we'll get rid of this one. And this one, I'm going to go add tangent constraints. We're going to make all these arcs tangent to one another. And it turns it back to fully constrained. Now I'm able to finish that sketch, extrude it to the 2.55. And we can do the coloring, and then we can move on to the next parts.